DJ, I was just saying something.
No, I don't know exactly what you're saying. But you're saying it was madness, and I'm just I'm not to lock up nobody because it could be his reality. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's a free market economy.
VG extends and debunk where the parameters are right now, book, you know. Low extent can fit debunk the garbage right now.
So
well,
I have reached page 30 in the book. I have so many of them that are just stupid. Very. The Prime Minister said he has given over 1,000 community health aid in 10 years. Do you understand the function of a community health aid, VG?
Community health care.
Health aid.
Give people $10,000 package.
Is that like what?
No, give people 2 pound of flour and 2 tin of sardine.
No, man, we're talking about, you know the man put an accomplishment. The first robotic surgery at Maypen. This is a private surgery done by private people in the boss, man. And the man said the accomplishment of the government. You know. People come from foreign and bring them thing, you know. And an accomplishment for each government. You see the man that go at straw, man. The man said the hospital in Montego Bay, which was a gift to Portia Simpson by the people of China. The man called it a team accomplishment.
No, it was a gift to the people of Jamaica, not to Portia. It was a gift to the people of Jamaica.
Dexton. Why are you like
no, but what I'm saying would be correct. It's not politics. I give to
no,
Jamaica.
but I'm saying to you, it was not, but DJ, you are claiming something to be yours.
Just like how the Cornwall Regional Hospital was a gift to from the Canadian Jamaican people.
It was
the man said installation.
Oh God, stop it now, man. You're the man. That's all. Hey. He said don't say Portia.
Why Andrew was putting that achievement? Why Andrew put that achievement? Why is it an achievement?
Carry on. Other persons are here want to speak. Carry on.
I will come down now and allow the others to speak. While I look at the 60 page of what it is.
Thank you, VG, because there are some things I want to debunk that he just said. You see?
Can I, Dexton, before you go, I won't be long enough because I just come up here to ask questions.
Your time. Virgin, if I know Dexton attack, I'm going to talk. If I know Dexton attack, I'm going to talk. If I know Dexton come up, I'm going to talk.
Yeah, let's hold the order. Let's hold the order.
You want me to mute? Okay, no problem, VG.
All right, let's hold the order.
Yes.
Go first to O'Keefe and VG. I'm talking to you right now. Can you, VG? I don't know if you have a computer up before you. Can you look and tell me what is the literacy rate for Jamaicans? Just Google it real quickly.
88%. It's 88% next time.
Hold on.
It's 88%.
Yes, I'm just taking it slow.
It's 88%.
Thank you. 88.1%. I like to. Yeah, so it's approximately good. And can you do me the liberty? Hold on, comrade. You. Can you do me the liberty, VG, of googling what is the literacy rate for the United States?
That's be the point. That's be the point.
Just relax. I never disturb you, man. Just relax.
79%.
How much is it?
79.
How much is it?
79%.
So based on those two figures, VG, in your little common mind and my little common mind, which education system do you think would be doing better?
Yeah, but this government have nothing to do with
you. The man is asking that question.
Hold on. The best measure of education, Keith doesn't know this, and I don't think Excellent knows it either. The best measurement of education is via your literacy rate. Why is it that Cuba stands out as a bastion of education? It's not because they're involved in medicine. It's not because they're involved in any other thing. It is because their literacy rate is above 90%.
Literacy rate in Cuba is 99.7.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. So when we make the criticism,
it have nothing to do with it.
Hold on, you Richard.
Relax now, you. I don't know them point, but leave it to them down now.
Yes. So when we make this argument that the education system is not doing well under this government, it is a farce. You don't say that. Have we made evolutions in the education system? Yes. We have done it in the 1950s under Manley. We have done it in the 1960s under Bustamante and Hugh Shearer. And just to stop at the 1960s, we must also note that the largest build out of school plans took place in the 1960s under the Hugh Shearer administration. That fact is
Tell me why.
No.
Tell me why.
Hold
Tell me
on,
why.
you
Tell me why.
Richards.
Tell me
Can I
why.
tell
Don't
you-
tell us what, sir. Tell me why. Why that? At the primary school, not secondary school, primary school. Tell me why, no man.
Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why?
They will all give from our colonial masters.
No. That's not true. That's not true.
Of course.
That's not true. Let
Them
me
start
finish.
on a-
Let me.
Now, man,
VG, can I talk to you, VG, because I want to speak without the interruption from this gentleman, because I didn't interrupt. Right.
Why?
So
Yeah.
So he wants to know why. Under the leadership of Edwin Allen, who Minister of Education, there was a decision made that we have to expand education right across the board to the common man. Not only academic development, but talking about the unskilled labor, and that is why VG, go back into your mind. Do you recall what was called technical schools? You ever hear about St. Andrew Technical?
You broke up.
By the PNP.
Yeah, I'm just asking. Do you no. Do you recall what was called technical schools? Technical schools.
Yes.
So you have states, you have St. Andrew Technical, Kingston, and all. You remember those? And even though some of those schools were opened under Michael Manley in 72. Don't forget this now, you know. Remember, Michael Manley came to office in 72. How would Michael Manley between 72? No, just give me a chance, no man. Michael Manley between 72 and 74 be opening those schools. It means that those schools were on the card before he came into office, because it was a part of the overall plan, right, to expand education right across America. All right, those facts are indisputable. All right, I want to go to Excellence now. So Excellence brought up the point about JUTC and what is happening in JUTC. I don't know if Excellence listened to the chairman of JUTC today, when he said that the JUTC, in the first of its history, they have saved a whopping and I don't remember the figure, but over $1 billion in fuel cost saving. Did he hear that? That's movement in the system.
UTC for the last financial year. Tell Jamaica, tell the world.
Listen to me. Let me just
tell
say
Jamaica
this.
and the world.
Let me tell you
JUTC in the last financial year.
He doesn't understand that companies like JUTC, they are not run for profit.
Dexter, can you just answer the question and stop going around the bush?
I'm answering the question.
What was the loss for JUTC last year?
Don't believe. You see, UPNP people think that because you huff and puff and then you have a leg up. Just listen. You ask
No, I don't raise my legs up, Dexter. No, I don't do that.
Listen, it's a common thing in your party. You probably should try it. But let me tell you something.
No, that is what you might do. I don't do that.
Listen, just listen to my friend. Listen up. So, see if you Google it. You go back and Google it, VG, because we're giving you facts and we're giving your listeners facts. We're not coming here with fantasy stories and blowing our own horn for no reason. JUTC yesterday, the chairman announced that there was a $1 billion. The question of profit for JUC is a non-issue. It is something that the PNP has been beating. JUC doesn't need to make a profit. It's not that kind of a company. It's a public good. It's a public good. It's a public good that has been offered by the on the behalf of the people. So what the company needs to do, all the company has to do is make sure that the demands they make for subventions on the government, is reduced. That's all they have to do. And they are in the main to do it. They're on that kind of trajectory.
What is the loss last? What was the loss last?
You can answer that. Can I tell you? Can we now move on?
How much, VG?
About 7.6 billion.
No, VG, we are way off.
VG,
It was
again,
projected to be 7.6 billion.
It was over $12 billion they lost last year.
VG, they didn't lose over $1 billion. It was projected, as VG said, that they would be losing 7.6 billion. It's a projection.
No.
Doesn't
You
mean
don't
that they
tell us
lost it.
foolishness.
Okay, all right.
Dexter, why do you lie?
VG, you want me to pause so you can read it for him?
I'm reading it. I look
It
at
said,
it.
All right.
VG,
Move on to the
final
police.
statement.
Excellent, it's my time. Hold on, it's my time. It's my time. Yeah, it's my time. You can go read it on your own. So for the police, he mentioned the police. Now this guy comes up with this dishonest and this farcical statistic comparing 2012 numbers. Let me tell you something, VG. When you have a police force, say, let's use his numbers for 10,000. There were 10,000 guys in the police force, right? You have to look that among those people, you have retirees. You have those people who are migrating for one reason or the other. They might get a good job overseas. The man might get married and his wife file for him. So those numbers move out. Huh? There are also other ways by which a police force can be reduced. Those numbers can be reduced. There was a big reduction in those numbers, and what the JLP has done under Dr. Chang, he has brought numbers up. The first, what they commissioned, they had a committee set up to determine what are the numbers that we need in the police force to match the crime, to manage the crime problem right now as it is. And it was said need at least about 14 to 18,000 police officers. Those numbers, no, as a matter of fact, they said 14. Those numbers are now at 18,000. And that is why we are seeing, that is one of the reasons we are seeing this impact in the downward spiral in the crime rate. Let us talk about gang. Before you go to gang, he mentioned divestment. I don't understand if Excellent understand what happens when you divest Trans Jamaica. I don't think he understands it. VG, it costs the taxpayers. It costs the tax to operate Trans Jamaica. That's a cost on the taxpayers' book. Do you remember Air Jamaica? Do you remember why we had to sell Air Jamaica?
VG,
we had to sell.
It's an investment. They divested.
All right, give me a second, Dexter.
Please allow him to talk his lies, the man, and then you rebut him.
Okay, you be quiet because you're not bright for this conversation. You be quiet. Okay, you are not bright enough for this conversation, so you be quiet. But let me continue. VG. So when we talk about
that, fix that one. It sounds like you want to fix that one there. What was that?
Which one?
What
So the divestment, when you divest a company of the government books, when you divest a company of the government books, you are saving taxpayers the money to run the company.
Trans Jamaica does not make
Richards, learn something, man. Pause it
for me. Correct you.
Give him 1 second. 1 second. I'll give him 5 seconds.
Give 1 second. All right, let me give him 1 second.
VG, it was not cost the government anything to run the toll. Nothing. The government wasn't at the toll in a finance itself. Lie Mattel.
Dexter, what you say now?
Okay. These companies, I don't know what he's talking about, you see? When you divest these companies, what you do is you're saving taxpayer a lot of money. The shareholders
that was a loss-making company, brother.
Private people who
brother, that was not a loss-making company, brother.
Richard.
Man, it's so hard.
Richard.
You, please. You
can't allow me. You talk. So that's where we are with divestment. Let's go to gang.
Okay, 1 second, Dexter.
So when you go to gang,
everybody love talk so much, man. And can't build, man. But the man has done
it's
so hard to understand what I'm saying already. And then when they just dive in on top of it. And when it said I don't know nothing, I'm saying,
that's why BG, I'm just going to ask him.
You see me? Excellent. You know, say so that man talk, me really have to listen to him. I say every time I want to talk, everything he said is gone.
That's why I waited until he's finished. I just want to ask him a question.
No. Go ahead and wait until I'm finished. Excellence. Hold on. So gangs. He spoke about gangs. He spoke about gangs. If you do a cursory search on Google, right, you realize that gangs in Jamaica have been reduced by 56%. You can Google it if you don't believe me. Google it.
Gangs
are coming down from a high of in 2023 to 170. Nobody say, I don't think that in the document that he read, didn't say there was a complete obliteration of gangs. Yes, there are gangs still operating in Jamaica, but what we have to give the government credit for, and is that they have reduced the number of gangs that existed from 2023 to date. All right. So, these are the things that we are seeing that has been having a major impact on crime reduction in Jamaica. Get the half truths.
Let's go on reason. Let's go on.
Okay, good. So let us talk about electricity rate, because he came up and he said that electricity rate $18. I think that was the figure he quoted, and I don't know if he's talking about household or he was talking about business, because there are two electricity rates you have in Jamaica. You have the household rate and you have the business rate. So I don't know if at $18 for the household or $18 for the business, but he mentioned $18 without providing context. Again, context is important in these things, and I think that people like Excellence and O'Keefe, and these are the, I have to make a criticism.
Tell the man to stop misquoting me.
Because
stop misquoting me.
These are the people who will. These are the people who will tell you that they have access. They are so brilliant and they are so bright, but when they speak, they can't speak in critical terms, which is sad. Because what you see happening with electricity in Jamaica is because of the bad deal that was signed with the JPS under the People's National Party. So from that period that he quoted, it was $18, right? Now he said it is $40. Yes, he's correct. $40 for the household and approximately $34 for businesses.
Yeah, misquote
right?
the man. Say, listen, man. 2015 was 18 cents per kilowatt hour to produce energy. Today it's 43 cents. Quote the man good. Cents, not dollars. Cents. 18 US cents.
18 cents.
Per
yes.
kilowatt
No, not
yes.
US cents.
No.
It's
Listen,
18
man,
Jamaican cents.
Correct, man. I love chat and chat God.
No. 18 Jamaican cents. Yeah,
are you a mad person, Dexter?
No.
US cents.
It could not be.
Dexter, are you mad? 18 cents Jamaican to produce energy?
No. What is he saying?
Go to your bed, sir. I think you have been.
18 cents US. Listen what me say. 18 cents US to produce a kilowatt hour. Today it's 43 cents. And that is it.
It's not 40. It's not 43 cents.
43 cents today. Today it's 43 cents. Remember, I look at Dexter. You go university. I'm go all school.
All right, hold on. Let's pause. Let's and have VG look up the figures.
Dexter, I know you are.
Let us pause and have VG look up the figures.
You made some lies a while ago, and I just realized that.
No. I'm still on my time.
It's a waste of time to speak.
Hold on. I'm still on my time. That's all you guys do. You always come out and call people liars without attacking the information.
What is the cost of one share for Trans Jamaica Highway today, Dexter?
You go and brain is not there. My brain, I'm talking about the broader issues, and the broader issue that you brought up is a divestment. Yeah, go ahead, VG.
Now I'm going to try to tell somebody in the comments for Google it for me, I'm going to catch it the right.
VG.
So if you put into Google,
Dexter.
Cost of electricity.
Dexter, it could not be 18 Jamaican cents. Would I pay zero? Would I pay cheap for light bill, brother?
I don't know where you come from.
Brother. He's a propaganda,
Oh, come on, O'Keefe.
Dexter, I know it's a grade 9 I go school though. But guess what? I read, I'm do research. Grade 9.
Whatsoever move we are seeing in the electricity rates is as a result of that bad deal that was signed with JPS under the PNP. I'm waiting for VG to give me the numbers.
Well, it was the same bad deal that we had in 2015.
Let's get a quick reader, man. As of May 1st, 2025, GCT and result election, Jamaica was from, that's GCT, indicate residential electricity.
I haven't come to that yet. I was coming to that.
Residential electricity price in Jamaica is around 29 cents per kilowatt hour.
When?
In 2025.
And what is it for business rate? 2 rates.
Well, as of June 25 years at 25 December, I just don't want to rate myself so far for fuel.
Okay, so that does give you the household rate, but there should be one for business rate. And the business rate, and I want you to note, VG, that the business rate is cheaper rate. And what the government has done, remember, Portia came and said she was going to remove GCT.
Business rate is 21.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So hold on. So you see, all of these figures of whatsoever being banded about by excellence, there was no truth to them.
BG, what did I say? BG, I said
what I'm saying is
between 20
right
to
now,
40 cents.
Hold on, excellence. Give me a chance to land. Give me a chance to land. Yeah, man, I know you're going to call me lie because BG, I'm sorry I couldn't on camera because I wrote down what he said. He said that it was 40 something.
40 cents.
That's what he said. And I had, yes,
BG,
and you,
I say oscillate between 20 and 40, I'm sure.
Whether you want to oscillate or not.
About 40 cents.
Yes, whether you want to oscillate or not, that's what you said. But let me tell you something, VG. Yeah. Not only that, on the household rate, the government went further, right, to relieve the common man of the burden of electricity.
Yeah,
right?
got it, sir.
They reduce GCT. They reduce the GCT charge on electricity rate.
VG.
So hold on, give me a chance. So
why the man cannot talk? Why the man cannot talk without being interrupted, VG? Why can't the man talk without being interrupted? And also the other persons that are interrupted. They will.
Anybody interrupt?
They get in their turn to speak, so I don't see the need for them interrupting the man. That is disrespectful, sir. That is very disrespectful, sir. They will get their turn to speak, sir.
I don't want to take up the platform, VG.
Hold on. Dexter, hold on. Anybody will dive in again, but I'll drop you and then you come back in if anything. Just for us make it happen a little easier.
You need to land now, though.
Okay, give me a chance. I'm gonna land. So hold on. So what I'm saying, VG, what I'm saying is that come and put figures out there, and we know that those figures are not borne out in facts, and that is why I ask you as the arbitrator of this program to Google it. Don't take my words. Google it so your listeners can hear, because this guy is making this big critique, and he's rounding up his mouth and carrying on. And he is not being a student to the facts. And that is why the People's National Party going into this next election will lose, because what is happening is that the independent voters are standing on the side, and they are looking and they are watching and they are listening and seeing how dishonest these people are in their reasoning. All right, VG and land.
All right, can I?
What was the year? You said, hold on, you said in comparison, 2015 it was X and 25 is X. What was the first year you said?
No, I think he said 2000. Excellent. Let him tell you it was in 2015.
I was using a range, right?
Okay, he got to a range now.
No, I said oscillator now. BG, me tell you something. I have to come here and lie.
Dishonest, you're not lying. You're being dishonest with the figures. You're not lying. You're being dishonest with the figures. You have lost that. And you have lost that debate. Move on.
You were making arrange, sir. You were being specific, sir. Arrange meaning you're not specific. You were being definitive. You were never given a range. So don't come and backtrack now and say you were given a range. You see, you're a habitual liar, man. You see, you're a habitual liar. Throat. Stop doing what you're doing, man. Listen to me, man. You know, no four-fold. You know, no four-fold. I'm telling you, no four-fold. Tap in eyes and mute your mic. I'm telling you, hold on, VG. I'm telling you,
hold on, Kelly.
You know, say anytime I open my mic, and why you not shut your mouth? And the one explain. Shut up, man. Because every day you come by internet, come make a fool of yourself with things that people can research.
Anybody who lives,
excellent. Hold on, I'll give you a quick mute. Excellent. Hold on, man. I'm going to stop. Come in.
My time.
So,
but anybody who live from a politician can't talk to me.
Let's don't dive. I'm going to let you go to school now, man.
No, man. My time now. All right, excellent. My time now. Let me start by saying my name is Hugh Richards. I only use the name Hugh Richards. Any DS I put a man name apart from the two sons, me married to the man. So when a man change him name to a man name, the mark to man. No, me just say something. Like a boss man to get married in the longer time. The first man married. Boss man the first man married.
Faster.
And listen to what I say. But I tell you say, and my portfolio, my name is Anthony Richards, Comrade Hugh Richards. Any year see me change my name and put Mark Golin, that means I'm Mark Golin. Me no Mark the man. Okay? So I move on. All right, so I move on. So listen me now. And listen me good. And I said this, I said this. You see, Dexton come with the trans Jamaican Highway are one of the most lucrative company Jamaica ever have. In Anchor's taxpayer dollar, there's nobody would have never go buy a company we're going to have to subsidize and put it on the stock exchange and go buy it. You know, you're crazy. Listen, me Dexton, me proud for some grade and me go school, you know. You know, me proud for some me get my farm and education by going to PNP meetings. That's why nobody can fool me. So they say me a grade 9 graduate, me proud to say that, but I'm a proud. You don't need to read it, understanding, brother. Trans Highway is one of the most valuable company to Jamaica. That's why they put it on the stock exchange, bro. Just like the wind farm. Just like the wind farm.
You ready?
Eh?
THJ 1.3 million US in 24.
Thank you. That's so brethren, make quick stop that garbage, brother.
A big ball.
And that was billion.
VG, I don't think he understood. Hold on, I don't think he understood what I was saying. Hold on.
Man, don't understand. Shut him up. No.
You mentioned me. You mentioned me. And I think because we were all talking, he missed what I was saying. I'm saying that I'm not saying that Trans Jamaica is not a profitable company. It's a very profitable company. But what I'm saying is that when you take it off the government books, the government doesn't have that, the taxpayer doesn't have that burden to
it
carry.
Was not a burden.
I just hold on 2 examples, VG. Do you remember me using 2 examples? I use Trans Jamaica and I use
but Air Jamaica.
Hold on, my friend. Hold on. Just hold on. Let me clarify. You mentioned my name. No. Just listen. No. Nobody going into it.
VG, me claim my time. Me no want to current on for me. Remember, sir, me as a VG. I reclaim my time. I reclaim my time.
All right, I yield to you, VG.
VG. Jamaica was a loss-making entity of the government. Jamaica. Trans Highway is a profit-making entity, which the government does for that dollar pan. The government, if the government have it, they not make money off it. The fact that they want some quick money, so they sell it, they put it on the stock, they get a quick investment. Because they want money to short the budget. So the fact that they put it over there. I want green.
No, they gave it. No, they divested it and they sold the shares to the people.
BG, please. Is a grade 9 person. We go Horizon Park on the school. We never go to school for this. Yes, so let me finish BG. The government wants some money to scrap the budget and sell a profit-making government entity to the stock exchange. So some of the shares. Some of them shares. Some of the shares, right? Yes. Because we're profit. It was because the government a dollar. Unlike here Jamaica, we might try equate it. Here Jamaica was a loss-making entity, bro. Just like JUTC. You see? So move on. If Jamaica put JUTC on the stock exchange, not one person will buy it. Because it's a losing entity. It's a lose money. See? So make me clear that. Remember, I'm grade 9 graduate, I tell you that. I'm proud to be a grade 9 graduate. And just the PNP University, I eat and work where that's where I graduate from. All right, let me come back here. Back with the JPS, GCT and JPS bill. The first time anybody that Jamaica paid tax on a JPS bill was 2009, when Ardishaw carried 4 tax measures in the government. One, 31st of December, 1 o'clock at night, then part and put 17.5%. And however, and all JPs across the board, what Portia promised said, when we come in our government, I will remove it. However, when she comes to government, she did not do so. To say anybody using 350 kilowatt hours will not pay GC. 2016, when this government come into power, more follow the narrative of the VG. 2016.
Your mic up and down though. Try to talk clear. Your mic can go up and down.
Oh, sorry. So 2016, when this government come to power, this government put a 15% GCT on electricity. And use it under 350 kilowatt hours. Remember, you weren't paying that. So anybody before 2015 were not paying GCT and 350 kilowatt hours. When this government last year after I put in a 15%, no, it reduced that 15% to 8. So anybody using 150 kilowatt hours still, and them might take that to credit. Oh, that should be an achievement when you put on the tax on it. That cannot be an achievement. That is disingenuous. That is criminality. You get me? I don't
know if it's criminality. It's thrown away.
Let me go back again. Me hear my friend good. Me hear good. You know, you're not born. I'm going to talk about Mark going policy again. I'm going to talk about you again.
No, but that's the same again. No people there, you know.
You say it, man. No, man. People never hear it, man. Because you say me not saying someone shit more.
But with it, you, man. We're not going over the same thing about now.
So VJ, can I test so that me tell us some Mark going proposal? You can test that?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Thank you very much. So I'll move on.
Right.
I will move on.
Yes,
all right? So what Mark proposed now for healthcare. Mark will propose to bring healthcare, bring the primary care, meaning the government and them build 300 health clinic. So if they build 300 clinic with taxpayer money, a great healthcare standard that means that you can take them way out of the hospital, bring them up to a professional standard. So things where the hospital, I don't know what people have hospital for, like some minor surgery, minor operation, taxpayer money.
What?
You know me, if you say, I them say. So the people is equip them, so them come to standard. What he also proposed is to have at least one in every parish open 24 hours. One of the safe health center where the JLP bill already, you know. So but taxpayer money we are dealing with, so now, you know. So we under taxpayer money, you can't go on. You get me, I say? Those will bring up to standard. Yeah? Yes? The JLP open administration block $8 billion and corner region. Only thing they want far is the upper
VG, yeah, me man. Me I beg a minute there, sir. Cause the number that when them people there.
You shut them out and wait, brother.
Man, tapping nice, man. You come like you always have a verbal diarrhea and don't really talk anymore because you don't have no substance.
VG.
But look here, sir. Mr. Richard, let me just say this to Mr.
Richard,
let me just say this to Mr. Richard, please. Let me just say this to Mr. Richard. Mr. Richard, let me respectfully say to you, sir.
I do not want to hear from you, sir.
You're speaking baseless, sir, and people are getting off your cliches. And we want to discuss.
BG, you allowed good if you speak at eternity. The man is speaking now, the man should get in time.
Excellent. If you're talking, drop your toe like over drop there right now.
No, man. It can't make sense. So I'm gonna finish up. Because I have two able persons to continue. All right. So what I'm saying now, with the health, yeah, the JLP said them build 300 health centers, equip them so that they can for standard. The JLP also said that they spent $9.8 billion after $24 billion on Cornwall. That's far, and the only thing they're hoping to that administration block. So them not water and things, people start sleeping in a chair. Them start the hospital at Spanish Town, they on the ground, nothing else is still there. It's still a flood out when rain fall. Several of my hospitals still. You get me? So we are not seeing those things. What the PNP plan to do is to put their money where their mouth is. And them ask where the money will come from. See where that come from, because the next 3 budget is already cast in stone. Next year budget will be $1.34 billion. And in next year, 2027 budget is going to be $1.4 trillion. It's already there in the yellow book. You get me, I say? So I'm saying to you in closing, who will be the prime minister anytime Andrew was called the election, yes, will be a prime minister of all, a divider of none. And I rest right there.
Big up, Sir Richard. Cadet there 3 days now. Where you want to put there now?
Me there VG still, me there, me still a listen.
No call that name when they don't call.
VG, you must know better than that, my friend. Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
I don't know no better than that.
Yes. Me not they hope you have to talk much. Me just want to learn because me slow bad.
What you learn
but
from
VG,
there?
Me I go take honestly nothing. Nothing. The only thing me hear is be a garbage being spitting out. I have learned nothing from the persons who quote unquote said that they speak on the behalf of the National Party.
Yeah,
not one thing.
Well, VG, if you're dumb, you're dumb in a VG.
Oh, Jesus.
If you're dumb, you're dumb.
Excellent. Well, excellent. Don't bother with the name calling. Don't do the name calling, man. Stop the name calling.
Yeah, VG. Back to our conversation. Back to our conversation. You see, I listen to these kind of platforms, and I can tell you, I listen to both leaders as best as possible. I don't gas everything, but I listen to them, and VG, what I notice on social media, you see what the persons with their names on the ballot says. You have persons on the internet who take it, add on to it, and try to come sell it to people. And that is a problem which I have, man. Yes, man. That is a serious problem which I have. Because I feel like the person them with their names on the ballot paper supposed to be divulging these information to me, not dirty foot bloggers. It's from both sides, not yes. They expect these things to be coming from the leaders of both parties. And I can tell you, me nah hear them something that come from Mark Golding or them kind of something there. And VG, the other thing which I want to talk to you about is this thing where it says that Damian Crawford says that if he wins, if he becomes the next Minister of Education, me hear some people that say them sure say him going to become the next Minister of Education because me not sure because me can't see in the future. Me can't see in the future.
It's called future.
He said that, and he said that if when he becomes the next minister, he is going to extend the schooling hours by 2 hours and teachers are going to volunteer to this. But VG, about 2 days ago, I saw a press release by the head of Jamaica Teachers Association, which said that he will never open the door to things like these. So VG, the question I'm going to ask, if the head for the Teachers Association said this, where is the effort going to get the teachers from to quote unquote volunteer towards this program?
You know, me never knew such a teacher. I don't know, you go and talk.
I must because the head said he will never open the door for teachers to even think of doing this.
So when Crawford said that, he was saying it as facts that when they come in, that's what they plan to do on the side.
He said that he is going to schooling hours because him say some of the parents them now reach home until 5 and the kids are left unsupervised, and it is a fact borne out from a research that extra lessons. That is what he said. But the teachers them said they will never participate in this. And DG, I don't know if you scroll through social media much.
Yeah.
And if you look, VG, the beating that he has been getting, me not talk from dirty foot a boy like me, you know. Yes, like me. The beating that he's been getting, yes, man, like me. The beating that he has been getting from especially educators on this internet, it is never VG. Me and some teachers that say, yo, nothing for them dead body. All right. And VG,
but that's a
yeah, and VG, the other thing, VG, I think that when members of the People's National Party speak, when members of the People's National Party speak, I believe that they don't think twice in their head before they come out, speak, and speak certain things, and that is a problem. That is a serious problem. Because you can't just come out. You can't just come out and just open your mouth. And Damian Crawford is somebody who I have respect for. Mr. Lavi. I believe that he has been letting the monster of politics turn him into somebody where I can no longer recognize, and a lot of people can, because I can tell Crawford is respected across the political aisle of EG, but some things when I come out and talk.
If you rate it, they must say to YMC education reach the only thing we can know is sacrifice, and you have to sacrifice the good time to make a change because how bad it is.
DG, don't touch the level of education, because guess what? In my personal view of VG, I have a whole different taste of education now, because if one hand can't clap, one hand, and if parents are pulling left and teachers, educators are pulling right, this shit will never work. VG, teachers are heroes. Heroes not wearing capes. Teachers go above and beyond in this country in order for our kids.
Not O'Keefe.
Next time, don't call on him. Don't call on him. Me I take 2 minutes to talk to VG. Yes, VG, teachers go above and beyond in this country to ensure that our kids are educated. But education is not only left to teachers. It is left up to the home.
Somebody else say what I'm learning.
Me now, the phone put on one side, I'm not even read the comment section, but I take me a few minutes and talk to you. Yeah. So VG, the other thing which I hear somebody came out and speak, VG, on the same bit of education is that how they are going to do this to education and that to education. But VG, what I can realize is that, the exact thing. Andrew Holness administration is the first administration that has come into play that has not built one school. Okay, fine. Fine. But VG, I can remember back under the People's National Party administration, I now got quote which one, I can't remember, but I know a school in my constituency, for one, Alps All-Age School, it was closed down. VG, if it was a passionate thing of
my friend was the principal of that school, Rose.
All right,
Rose,
right.
Finishing time.
I believe VG. I believe in a VG, and this is my personal. Ask the People's National. All right, guess what? They said that those schools were underpopulated, so they closed them down and they send those kids to the nearest school. Yeah. But VG, this is my thing now, VG, and remember, this is just my view. If spacing in schools were such a problem, those 18 schools or those 20 schools, anything that was closed down, those schools should not have been closed down, VG. You see, if 100 Pitney the primary school. I believe that VG, they could have taken 2020 pitney from every other primary school and shortened those schools' population and put into those ones.
He's so stupid.
You're saying you're a on what you think.
Excellent. Don't defeat this argument, excellent.
No, I'm not talking.
Everybody start talking now.
Make him finish, excellence. Make him finish, please. Make him finish.
Yeah, VG, talk to me now. I believe that VG, primary school in that area, every other primary school in that area, VG, take with 10 pitney from every one of them.
I don't know the reason why it was closed down. If you say it's not enough people and government decide that school, maybe them couldn't afford something to keep the school open because
VG, can I say something to you, VG?
No, Mr. Lata, no, shut your ass, man, Mr. Lata, man. No, Mr. Lata, man, shut your ass.
Excellent.
Don't try to level up with me, cadet. Don't level up with me, cadet.
I couldn't level up garbage, chuck off.
No, it must have shut my hand.
Stop, my man.
Back to VG. Back to VG. What are you saying
VG,
now?
all I was saying.
Hello, me know why you know in the time. Me know why you know in the time. Shut your ass.
Excellence, allow the man. Allow him to finish.
Shut your ass.
I have not
when time everybody is muted.
Got it.
VG, I did not.
Yes, VG, back to you.
All right, excellent. Sorry, no disrespect.
Yes, VG, back to you.
Yeah, but
back to you, VG.
I'm manners to the man, man, because you know you're there and people.
No, VG, listen to me, VG. That's why I never rush him more, because guess what?
But you know,
VG. All right, talk. All right, VG, come. Because the time soon done, and more people that want to.
I just try to have manners to elders. Simple as that.
All right, VG, no problem. No problem, VG. Finish that. No, why you doing every time? No.
Are you?
If you get to our next one, let VG talk to me.
Get it, Mr. I pull up on you when I come out to Jamaica.
All right. That was fun, Mr.
Yes.
Blair. It was nice to be here.
Come VG. VG, me not cause nothing when everybody else was talking, VG, me mute. VG, listen me no man, me want done after this education thing and mute back and give people the platform. Me want done after this education thing. Yes. Yes, so VG, I believe that they could have taken 2020 pitney from every other primary school.
It's so nice.
Remember, VG, I said that this is just my view. But guess what? At the end of the day, VG, this thing, it has already happened. So instead of asking for new schools to be built.
When we did so long, I chat about school that done 20 years ago.
No, VG. I don't think 20 years ago, man. I don't think 20 years ago, man. I don't think so.
My time now, VG. Make him land.
I don't. Chill, man. So, VG, that is just my personal view. I believe that reopen up those schools, make them populated, so we can shorten the population.
No, them schools are locked down. No.
VG, I can speak of the one in my constituency.
From them time, they're still locked down now.
Lockdown, and the MP has used it as a heart institution. The lockdown, no pit not there. No pit not there, VG. No pit is not there. The MP.
Yes, but so free up you and so free up.
The MP currently are using. The MP is currently using it as a heart institution. It was an all-age school where kids usually go, and it is currently closed down, and the kids are sent to the nearest school. Reopen those schools. That is it, me after the O'Keefe can come down, man. Make him forward this.
Okay, when I the people.
All right.
Okay. Some schools closed VG because of they were underpopulated. Some
some schools have about 30 children, right? And
30.
when you check, 30 students. And when you check the government budget, the government have to pay a principal, right? You have to pay for light bill and such, and it didn't make sense. So they said, yeah, they just close them, and you hear what he said? One of them is an art institution that benefiting the community today. Because they had to close them, because it didn't make sense.
What does that fix it? 15 school lockdown because not enough picnic in Jamaica?
Yeah, yes. Especially in the deep rural areas, And you know, we have a migration rural to the urban because of poor development in urban areas. You know that in the rural, people come into the urban for a better life and all of these things. When people study, they're not going back to the country. So the place gets underpopulated. 20, 30 students that can, you have to pay a principal, you have to pay bills and all of these things. So it didn't make sense. So Ronnie Tweets closed a few schools. Now, let me explain the NVG. Damian Crawford said he's going to extend. When Damian said he's going to extend the school hours, don't mean that the original school hours will be extended. No, it's like an extra lesson that teacher will be paid. There are honorable students.
Okay.
Some of them, when they go home, we're saving them from the girls from the pregnancy. We're saving some of you them for sling gun because I have a dog.
Going already, teacher.
Huh? Yes, teachers. Yes, teachers. Yes, but some. What happened now? Read the extra lesson. Some parents cannot afford it, so the government will pay teachers to give those children extra lesson. So, extended school hours in the extra lesson. A teacher which from Campion can go to Pembroke to help Pembroke students with mathematics, because you know those schools have the best maths and physics teachers. They are going to stay. They are not going to go to the upgraded schools, right?
So some students slow.
Yes.
5 students slow. Them can get a 2 hour after regular school.
Very good. And the parent, yes. Very good. For. That is what we're talking about. It's not to extend the regular. It's something that benefits Jamaica kids. They need it. Some of our children, as a teacher.
Crawford explain it, or you just have these facts differently?
No, man, if I've explained, went on there beyond the headline with Dion Jackson Miller, because when I heard it, to the extent, the observer put it their way. I called Damian. Because somebody sent it to me and said, look what your party I do. So I called Damian. I said, Damian, explain this to me. And he said, okay, what I meant. He said, explain to me. And he tell me. I said, go back on the media. I said, make a media release to explain.
Tell everybody. You alone know this then. You just say, him say that's not what I meant.
No, listen, man. He went to the media. He released media release. He went on beyond the headline. And he explained to Dion Jackson Miller what he meant. Dayton Campbell also went on the platform and explained to Jamaica what Damian Crawford meant. Damian went to St. Catherine platform. He mentioned to Jamaica.
If you believe he had that conversation with.
I did not get into
he had that conversation with Damian. I have an island to sell you somewhere, you see?
I'm working what I'm saying. I have no reason to believe that him come here. I just want their life.
Right, so Damian went on the platform in St. Catherine in St. Catherine the other day, and he explained himself clearly to Jamaican, because the PNP say education, and we have to build education, because if we don't build education, VG, the country goes nowhere. You agree with me, VG? Education is key. Maybe I am not this well-spoken person. Clarendon. I'm from Clarendon Hills, right?
Yeah.
But I went to tertiary institution, right? went to the university, and all of these things. Me not go come to this platform. Spoke.
Okay, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
sir.
No problem. No problem. No problem. Continue. We can ask. Continue.
No, I don't want to
He said we can ask. All right.
Yes,
No
please.
problem. No problem.
No problem.
So, right? I am not coming here.
King, what I wanted to say to you, O'Keefe, still about my little opinion on what you call it, education is the word.
Yes.
Education cannot change. It cannot change how you want to teach you. Technology change. I don't think it's extra time is the thing. I think it's how to teach the new youth. Them we don't need to start talk more fun.
Thank you, VG. Thank you. Thank you very much. And he and I had that same conversation.
BT, you kick excellence out of the box. If this man continue to dip into, you need to kick him out.
If him go on, I'm kick him out. Go on, yeah. Yeah, what is that talk?
Yes, you have a point, but VG, you have to start somewhere. Because what happened? These youth, when you let them go like that, remember saying no, 2 days we are going to focus on academics, and the next 2 days we focus on clubs and society. Because you have to teach them and socialize them, because some of these VG, they really need help, So you have to teach us, socialize them. And let me tell you something, VG. You see, vulnerable children, they don't know what is love. And you have to get them like counselors to explain certain little things. The plan is take them all to the prison, to give them a tour, bring them up in the uptown region there, give them a tour. These are some of the plans Damien have towards to build these youth to help them become a vulnerable children. We are looking towards,
They're saying, okay. I hear what you're saying, and there's a lot of things you're saying.
It is going to. Yes, and it is going to. It is going to. It is going to. It is going to. Right? We're going to. PNP government is for continue, because this government failed education. It means that 18% of our kids getting less than five subjects. It's a shame on this government. By the way, let me move. That person need to close his mic. No, this government, they have a comic script. You know the Articomic, VG?
Yeah,
you used to read comic your boy? Yeah, man.
I know what to do.
Yeah, what this prime minister came out on the street first in the history because of desperation to give out Articomic. Now I'm going to rewrite that Articomic. Listen to this. The highest murder rate ever recorded under any prime minister from 2016 to 2024. Listen. Andrew Holness, prime minister, have a murder rate of 12,481 and alive for 8 years. PJ Patterson, the prime minister for 14 years, have 13,700 and alive. When we do mathematics, that person need to close his
I'm not saying you do it, O'Keefe. I'm not saying you do it. I'm not saying you do it. You're confusing people.
You need to kick them out of the box. So these are things that come up when people talking.
Brian, here I go on. You see, if over nobody, we have to let it go so people can speak freely. So if I'm saying something not to register with you, I'm Sulan when I'm right down.
All right, sir.
Yeah, what is
that? Right, so the prime minister, listen to this again, BG. Murder rate ever recorded under any prime minister from 2016 to 2024, 8 years, 12,481 persons unalive on the prime minister. Holness. Andrew Holness is known as the crime prime minister according to statistics. What you look at mathematics? I'm not a great mathematician. Yes.
We're not going to talk about crime being down and going down.
So yeah, right. You understand?
Yes.
So at the comic strip.
The comic strip said that.
The comic strip, the comic strip when right. So me I rewrite the comic strip. Me I rewrite it, right? Listen to this. Record rate of Jamaica facing food insecurity. Insecurity at 55.1% under this government. I rewrite the comic script, you know. Or you understand?
Yeah, all right. I hear you. Listen to that. Where you say?
8,000, that brother that closing his mic in the name. 8,000. Yeah, but 6,000. 881,000 people outside of the labor force not working. Listen to the statistic and job. Nearly 46.27%. The entire active labor force itself. I rewrite the comic strip, you know. Listen to this again. Productivity is at its lowest in 30 years. Me rewrite the comic script, you know, right? Productivity, you know, is at its lowest in 30 years. Maternal mortality has doubled. And as listen to that, you know, maternal mortality has doubled. And at 30 years high under this government. So me rewrite the comic script. JUTC in worst state ever. Listen this, VG. You listen me? You hearing me? You hear me? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Listen this. JUTC in worst state ever. Nearly 100 billion lost. And dropping 100 billion.
In how long? The whole 10 years?
Huh?
In how long? The whole 10 years?
And since this year, since it's government in, yes, since it's government in.
Okay.
100 billion, 68 million passengers, listen to this, to 18 million since 2016. JUTC, you know. JUTC to show the article comic script where the big man going a son a hand to people. So me have to rewrite the comic script. To tell the people them say it's bull. Him having the comic script.
You know, it's what Philando.
Yeah, man, I'm coming. Yeah, man, I'm so land, man. I'm land up here now, man. Listen this now.
No problem.
Listen. What they rewrite the Archie comic script again. Give them.
You can't read the whole book, though.
Food import bill has doubled to 1.6 billion in the last 9 years. Listen. While export is at 50 million. So you see the import 1.6 billion VG. Export is just 50. Wow. So me rewrite the article comic. I'm coming. I'm wrapping up here now, my boss. Pay increase. You pay our public sectors 20% to the civil servant across the board for a 3 years contract. And tell the public sector you don't have no more to give them and you're doing your best, but you give yourself while you are disingenuous 300% for yourself. Ingenious wicked government is. You understand? I may rewrite it. Finally, right?
Yeah.
Only 18% leaving high school with 5 subjects include math. Shame on the Andrew Holness administration.
18%.
18% VG. 18. This performing government. So we are rewrite the Archie comic. Listen to this again. This government says 70,000 homes for Jamaica, right? Within 5 years. Now it is 10, almost 9.5 years. I get to understand him build some scheme home what day. Listen to this. Andrew Holness built 14,741 national housing trusts in 9 years.
So the goal was 17 and the 14, 7?
70,000.
70,000.
70,000. And the only can afford. And then after statistics, I get to understand. After the Archie comic, I get to look into statistics. I think them say him gone. What's about 30,000 now? His bill elsewhere.
So you can't give him the COVID time.
VG, let him land because I really need to address some of those things.
This man a chipping on me thing.
No man, he must have for long. A long time. I mean, I hold it up. Let's land this.
Yeah, man. So let me clear up. So I am saying VG, Jamaicans, we're listening. VG carry a very good, reputable platform with PNP on this platform with character. And when we talk ACTS. We don't have FOX. When Andrew called the election, we are going to get rid of this corrupted government from the head dirty, the bottom most dirty. And Jamaica, Mark Olin, the choice for Jamaica. I'm
Okay, big up.
Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day.
I want to get in one statement. VG, I want to get in one statement.
I don't want to hear anything from you. VG, what is it, VG?
Me not thought you. I just want to get in one statement and mute. I just want to get in one statement and mute.
Nobody say nothing. Let me talk, man. Hold on, man.
Alright, no problem, sir. No problem.
I'm not free up here, cause why you still a chat to me, a chat? The reason I'm not free up here, because somebody just say a while ago, why me have peer JLP up here. You don't send my thing. To how sometimes when you have one PNP and a couple JLP, when I attacking. So I understand what people are saying now. So I left the box there. If I see nobody where say PNP, you know. You to politics. This PM losing the kind of
VG,
can I get
it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure on your platform. All right, boss? Manners and respect.
VG, can I get in my statement, please? I just one statement more and get in. VG, what I want to ask is that I hear the PNP come every day that Andrew needs to build schooling or love education rate, VG. But my thing is this. If we have 18 schools closed up because of population, why the hell do we need new schools for? Just ask yourself that.
No, if something goes to that serious, RJ and PNP.
Yeah, man, you say my comment. VG, 18 schools currently VG because of underpopulation.
I heard the arguments and lock some school, but I never know they lock down some school. But I hear about no low birth rate.
Them lock up and a rotten down. I think the only one where they use right now are the one that's south where the MP use as heart. They lock up and a rotten down.
If that's a truth, PNP shouldn't really ever do that again. That's a politics.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm a mute. Next person.
VG.
Understand population.
Is it my turn?
I'll let you back in the box. Go on, boss.
Okay, so this guy O'Keefe, and I've had debates with him on other platforms. He has a way of coming onto platforms, and then he sense, I don't know. He says he's a teacher. I find it very hard to believe. But think about this, VG. Think about you have your little 8-year-old daughter, sends your little 8-year-old daughter to school, and the teacher takes up your little 8-year-old daughter, put that child on a bus, and takes her to a prison to look at prisoners and all that crap. You can imagine how and the PTSD that child is gonna suffer from.
I think he does that whole reason. I don't think he's so technical.
No,
I think
because
he does
that's what I'm saying. That he talks so much, and he had this big conversation with Damian Crawford, and Damian Crawford, they told him that nonsense. He said it. That's what he said. And if Damian Crawford told him,
Lego boss. Be aware there. I just reason. I reason. Boss.
Yes, boss girl.
Oh, boss girl,
So,
right? Boss girl.
I'm listening to all the conversation going on, all these people talking and talking and talking. The question that this man he just said, like, why would you want to take your kids them and show them prison? You need to let them see what prison life is, so they don't. So that's what you just said. Don't make no sense.
That is the logic.
You take people around to make them see the environment, and no, you don't want to go to prison. So let them see what prison life is. You want them to go to prison. You want them not to go. And the man at the bottom, candidate, when he's saying, I remember we used to have lesson class in school. And we used to have to pay out of pocket to pay the teacher them for us. And you sound like you're not even that educated. So you should have gone to those.
oh no.
Next time.
Candidate, next time.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me.
I say you.
Excuse me.
Got it.
Listen,
Don't
when
do
you were
it.
talking, I did not open my mouth.
BG,
When
I
you
want
were
to hear what you
talking,
say, BG.
I did not open my mouth. This is not no PNP or JLP stuff. This is not. What I'm saying is, the way you talk, you do not talk intelligent. You sound stupid, because when you go, the Minister of Education saying, the Minister of Education or the Minister of who you say, oh, we're not going for that. Why would you not want people to get extra lessons in school? It's a lot of parents have to work hard and don't have the time to sit down with their kids because they have 1 or 2 jobs are working for people late. So nothing wrong with teeth, because there's a lot of kids that cannot read and write properly.
Boss girl, you're totally correct, but I think they said the teachers themselves complaining that them for done school and grade things, and they take an before them can left. Every pitney have to left, and them have to do them work, them have to check off some things, so they're not left till about 5, same way. So when you are at the 2 hours, you're telling to reach home 7 o'clock. And I don't understand.
But didn't they say it's a volunteer process? You volunteer to do it? It's not something that they have to do it. So if the teacher who don't want to do it don't have to do it. But the teacher who need that extra money can go ahead and do it.
Yes, that's extra money.
Stuff works. Yes. This is not no politics, JLP or PNP. No, we talking about people education. A lot of children, the parents at home cannot read and write. They can't help the kids. So you leave them at school to make the teacher who willing to stay back help them. Nothing wrong with that.
Where is that program before?
What? Did you hear a judge say back when I used to go to school? You have lesson class. We used to have lesson class in school. You never see lesson class in school? You never see it in Jamaica? I never did that. All age in Portland.
It is
that used to go to my school.
Lesson class in school then is different from lesson.
Exactly.
Which will be mandatory. It would be mandatory what he's talking.
Let me talk. Don't cut him my time. I'm just saying this is not a JLP or PNP stuff. It's the kids' education. I'm not talking about no JLP and no PNP here. So what I'm just talking about, if he said teachers who want to do it can volunteer, that's the main word. Volunteer to do it.
Volunteer. I don't hear exactly what you're saying.
They said teachers who want to do it can volunteer to do it. What's wrong with people, children getting education? As I just said, it's not everybody can Right. So when kids come home, they ain't got nobody at home to help them. What's the problem?
But you can't put that on the school, though.
I did not put anything on the school. I did not put anything on the school. I said the man said the Minister of Education said we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So is that a good thing? He come in here saying
no.
He never
said that. He never said that.
How him say?
No, he never said that. No, listen. No, hold on, General, please.
Listen, you let me talk because you was not here. The man at the bottom said,
the Minister of Education said, the Teachers Association, the man never said the Minister of Education.
Exactly.
He said the Teachers Association. He did not say the minister. Please,
it don't matter who said it. If somebody from the Education Board said it. Is that a good thing for him to come on here saying that people saying kids
yes,
must
it's
not
a
learn?
good thing.
Right.
Dexter, I'm not talking to you, Dexter. Be quiet because I don't know which planet you live on.
Yes,
Dexter, so just leave me alone. Because that I don't know how that would be a good thing. Yeah.
Plan, so that's what you're saying, and Lana make somebody else say something and we want to continue.
I'm just saying. No, I'm finished.
You've been saying it. You said it.
Yeah, I'm finished. I'm just saying education is a good thing. So I'm finished.
She said she's finished, VG.
J3.
I want to get in a statement and then the next person. I want to get in a statement. VG. All right, one.
Can I? Hello, everyone. I am new to the. I'm not really new. I listen to VG all the times. I am an educator, and I am an early child educator. I must add.
Lisa, where's mommy?
She's outside.
Mommy.
And I must say.
Them will call you labor right.
No, listen. I must say we need to be realistic. Teachers have a life. Teachers have kids. Damian Crawford did not, when he before he come out and make a statement like that, it should be consultative, a consultative statement. He shouldn't just come and say that. He should have bring it to teachers first and then come and say it, because this is a promise you're making to public. When he started, Damian Crawford started a Saturday class in Charlie Mount High where he was teaching maths. Where is that now? It is going to run the system to a burnt out parent, burnt out children, and burnt babysitters. It doesn't really matter if you're paying us. We're not babysitters. Parents need to pick up them shoes. A long time parents now can't read. I don't know.
You're correct.
Back in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s, parents can't read. And them the pitney they push out and do what them have to do. Give your pitney as parents gathered for so long in front of. Deal with your children. And it make you can read. Me grew up in our household. And me see PNP people who born in tear down people who born in a one room bedroom but one room house. And I did that. That's how I grew up. You know better than me. Same way me use the bathroom, the same way you do. Same way I eat a food, that's how you do it. Why is and then even saying that the Prime Minister cannot speak to them. You use your, but let me tell you, it doesn't if a child wants to learn, it doesn't matter where they are, they will learn. It doesn't matter what is happening, they will learn. It doesn't matter what school, they will learn. Yes, some teachers slack up. Yes, the system not like before, which is true, but you can't blame teachers alone. How are teachers being blamed? How this rest on foolish shoulders alone? You can't read long time and you still have to learn how to pray. You still and I say go. With the parenting there. Where is that parenting? We have lost our parenting and we we get modernized, but we lose principle. We have lost the principle in getting modernized. I'm here to talk about fatality with kids, birth rate. What about parents, pregnant persons? Really business about the people where them a carry? Oh, that is the government fault. The food that we eat nowadays is because of what? It is all changed because population is growing. The chemicals and stuff, all those are contributing factors. The same, they're talking about importation. Why are we importing? Back in this growing up, everybody I learn a trade. If you're not a book your trade, you have to go learn. You have to learn a trade. My uncles, them learn trade because they learn a textbook. They can do carpentry, they can do plumbing, they can do electrical, and they can make going to our furniture shop now. Which new plumber we have come up in a society now? If they now want to run taxi, a scam, them a scam. And that to society, nobody not even farming no more. Nobody not farming no more. And that's how we say. So we need to pay attention to what we are doing and stop blame government for everything. That you're right. It's not a PNP, it's not a JLP thing. It is a personal thing. It is a personal thing. And when we sit down and I say the government only put policies in place. You can't make you have donkey, turban donkey, you can't if you go drink water, get him drink, Somehow we have turban picking in our yard and we say move that car conduit. We cannot even get them to move it, but we expect to make them move it.
But J3T,
what
is
kind
that
of thing
personal?
That? Exactly. It is personal. You have your child and in come home, me I go to school, and you think I could have come home and me get homework and me sit down and not even take up a book to read over?
You get so licked till you're sick.
My mother, I one taxi me grew up in my area with. One taxi, a rural Jamaica I come from. One taxi when my mother left out 5 o'clock morning time. She now coming back till 11 o'clock, and my mother come in and she me say, thinking about it now, me feel like I want to cry. My mother come in, and my mother I wash, I press out the clothes them, and she live in a 1 bedroom. The 1 bedroom not big, and it was our kitchen, living, dining, bathroom, and everything. And she press out socks and shoes that day. And we have to clean the shoes before. And we get up in the morning, and we don't forget we self ready for go to school. And she check every bag to make sure that homework is being done. And any she rally upon you when Sunday come in school today, fee week. Make your can say what them parenting today. Andrew Holness are Mark Golden for come do that. We need to stop blame government for things and blame ourselves. Blame ourselves. You have your picking your game tablet. You cannot even, you cannot even say to him, say, carry 1 cup of water, come give me. Carry what? Come give who? You would attend, if you're sick on the bed, you better go get up and go feed yourself. That is what is happening. That is what is, I mean, the matter about say, PG, where name started to name secondary school for us to get people to have access. It wasn't PJ, it was Siaga. Named the first secondary school, Siaga turned it into high school. It was Siaga. PJ just came when PJ won back, he renamed the program. Just like what he did with the PART program, he renamed it. Chima talk about art as well. Art has always been to help. Art has always recognized 109 countries across the world. PJ made you had to pay for it. CAP, when Bruce Golding won, Bruce Golding started a program, CAP. When Prosher won, again. Jamalco was literacy something another. PJ came and renamed it Jamalco. We don't know, when you not talk, you must know on the history. Just like how they would with them a blame. Oh, it's PM. They took over office from and murder rate went up, and they say, oh, is a JLP. Remember, I know it went up when them in the office. And then say a JLP do it, but when time it a go down now, 9 years after it a go down at them, it a come from for them roots. Is that they created a monster? They always create a monster, and JLP has to fix it, and then they come and claim it and say no, it's not because of them, all because they are of the effect that Jamaica is a PNP country. Jamaica is not no JLP nor PNP country. Policy country with vote for policies that make sense, policies that are realistic, policy where you're not driving down, we have to go sell your arm, your foot, and your leg, and one kidney. Mark Golden said that we're going back to paid health care. How much will that be? Damon Crawford said that increased education tax. Of course, now we see where it go. How much will that increase be? Food will go up everywhere. Food prices going up everywhere, not only in Jamaica. Everywhere right around the world. Literacy level is even at university. Me in a university now. Literacy level is a problem in a university. I did a research, and Sagicor, the CEO for Sagicor, he said are leaving college and they're leaving college and they're not qualified. They're not, even though they have the qualification, they're not ready for working world yet. And that is not from Andrew Holness time. We society for a long time, from PG time then.
J3, I go land off right there so someone.
And me a land right there.
Yeah, hold it, the gun. Big reasoning and emotional, they got through, you know. Reasoning. Big people reasoning. Next time are you next time, sir? Big people reasoning.
Yeah, man, it's a good contribution from J3, and I concur with everything that she's saying. You know, parents having to take personal responsibility in their child's education. You know, it's something that we took up from the 1970s, where we were told that the government is a be all and the end all. Government is gonna solve all our problems. That's something that a lot of people don't know where we got that from, but we got that from Michael Manley, who was telling us that the government everything and all things for to us. But personally, but I go back to where I ended the last with our last talk. Yeah. I would not like VJ for my child to go to school and whatsoever take my child, and if my child have a disciplinary and bring my child to any prison to say, okay, I'm gonna take you to prison and show you what prison looks like for you to stay out of prison.
Yeah. I think I cover your microphone with something, but yeah, it's a kind of opinion. I got a jail in the center. Yeah, it's tough. It's not that way.
No, man, come on. VJ, you don't think about it objectively.
Yeah, it's not that way.
No, man, come on. That's stupid. And I say that O'Keefe, he comes onto these programs.
Maybe never mean jail. Maybe they mean...
yes, you know, I'm talking about that's what... But you know what? Let me move on from that. He said that productivity levels are low in Jamaica. That's not true. It is projected that our productivity level is supposed to rise by 1.1%, or service industry 0.8%, and it is projected growth is gonna go to about 3%. These narratives about the government, that is absolutely not true. And the country is beating down the country. This is the same country, you know, that these guys want to govern. You know, they want to come and they want to take over this country, but they want to beat it down as the worst healthcare, the worst education system, we have the worst infrastructure, road and otherwise. And they are not looking at, oh God, we're going to have to come in and govern this country. And you're putting this out there to everybody in the world that this is what is happening in the name of politics. It's not true. And I say to your VG that it is that kind of reasoning why the People's National Party is going to lose the next election. Because what you are finding coming from them is not a studied platform of policies. They're not studying anything. They're not looking into putting proposals on the table to counteract what the JLP has and how to do it better. That's not what they're about. They're about gimmicks. They're about jokes and dividing people. Did you hear that a senior member of parliament stood on a stage and encouraging comrades, not just the bad mind people, but to hate them? This is the 21st century in 2025.
How old, man? She just say it. No, she said, man.
VG, know exactly what she said. Topic. It is a mindset of these people. They don't understand that we have moved away from that kind of politics. You know, the kind of politics that divide, the kind of politics that dwells on negativity. As the young lady said earlier, we are about policies. And I always said to that guy, O'Keefe, what are the policy positions that the PNP they're advocating? Damian Crawford, everybody knows this. Damian Crawford sits down, he talks to you, and he tells you what you want to hear. And do you remember Damian Crawford telling a group of people that he will say something to you and then walk away and tell you that, and when you bring it back up to him and say, oh, I don't, it's me said that? I never know that I said that. He said it. He said trick you. Yes. Trick. So he yes. So he doesn't. So he anything coming from Damian Crawford as far as policy is concerned can't be taken seriously. And I don't know, if, as a young lady said, if you don't sit down with the stakeholders in education, not just teachers, but parents and all the other people, about and discuss this policy position, how is it that you're gonna put it out there on a platform? He's doing it as a means of gimmicks. I'm telling you, it shouldn't be taken seriously.
Guy, but I don't know. Somebody in the comments will answer. Jamaican guy, I don't know it. It's a Crawford still. The reason why I rate him all the times when I hear him talking on a platform, him energized, him just get a vibe. That's, you know, it's not really.
But we have to look. We have to look beyond. We have to look beyond the theatrics.
Yeah, but DG, but something.
This is not. Next, I 1 second. This is not. The vision has nothing to do with this statement when they make. I'm gonna tell you this as a personal thing. Come from East Rural St. Andrew, where Damian Crawford represent that seat, if anybody can record. I mean, can remember my baby mother working at the government in the election, and Damian Crawford them supposed to pay her out, she don't get paid. So Damian, serious thing me I tell you, Damian Crawford them make sure to fill them pocket good enough. But me can tell you this, and me can tell you, if from that time to now, my baby mother never work back for the PNP again because of that.
So I make sure I get paid. Maybe she never reach the day, man. She never.
Oh, when you talk about everybody, I whole come they get in life last because of it. Because people check that him get the money and wrap it up. VG the school man, Damian Crawford come on the platforms and talk like him as an angel. But him is really and truly, if you know, you see, me can tell you personally, because me, as a labor right, whole Damian Crawford van. Flag of me a labor right. So we can tell us it's a personal thing that tell anybody I'm not hide my face. Can't tell anybody that. So for them people here, them come on the platform and talk like them a angel. But them a demon when you hear him tell about Andrew only Wale Andrew only a bill. If where's the female rights? We go up a plantation and go see this part Damian Crawford also bill females. So this is what they do. Damian Crawford, let me tell you, enough people don't know about Damian Crawford. Damian Crawford is a product of Michael Manley. He idolized Michael Manley. And him know Michael Manley do and him study what Michael Manley do and he feel like love him. I tell him that, I saw Damian Crawford. Damian Crawford cheap, sir. Tell him that straightforward. Not go on and come on with that. No PNP can't tell me nothing because I tell you it's a personal thing with me and him. Me know that for a fact.
VG, The minute I have until letting somebody and you to speak. You see a while ago what that lovely lady up there, what they call boss lady did, and then you was to be disrespectful, VG. When people don't know your name, they don't know your face, they don't know nothing about you, they turn to mere thinking and they will go to the gutter with your name. But guess what, VG? It is just one problem. It's become a with them all well. You might see me teeth, you know, VG, and do it one time or two times. But we can't do it. That's why yesterday they escape all the while and they try to continue the shit with it. They try to continue the shit along with me. But be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Take sleep, man. That's all I have to say. Next person, VG.
Yes, I'm not.
Carl. But think of me. I'm gonna like talk to myself still. Let in the next PNP, no? So you have an empty bag. I want to say this to you still, VG. And you know, sometimes I laugh. I mean, only mind if upkeep still up here because I hear him talk one bag of foolishness, you see. When my blood a boil while me down in the comment section. Boy, look here, clown. Every one of us accept that same is a clown. Damian Crawford continue for putting foot in our mouth. It's not one time, it's not two times. The other day him come out in